How's it going, y'all? Just got out of the gym. It's a rainy, foggy day. No matter how the day is, man, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? It can be sunny, it can be snowy, it can be raining, a hurricane even, but you gotta do what you gotta do, man. I just want to make a quick video on the topic me and my friend were talking about the other night. We got on the topic of self-improvement and why we're on it. He brought up a good point, which was, why are we doing self-improvement? Quickly, I answered, I'm like, oh, I'm doing it because I want to create generational wealth. And then he told me, what makes you think that creating generational wealth, your family's gonna be able to keep making money after you? And he had a point. It's kind of like the analogy, don't give a man a fish, rather teach him how to fish. Then my friend also brought up a good point. Not every man wants to learn how to fish, right? So if you can be wanting to teach a man how to fish, but if he doesn't want to learn, then he'll never learn because he doesn't want to. Point is though, it made me change my goal a bit. I'm not gonna stop going after my goals, but with a different driving factor behind why I'm doing it. I realized that instead of creating generational wealth, I want to create generational principles to live by, to get generational wealth. Because if you think about it, when you go around seeing all these spoiled kids, right? They're rich parents living off of mom and dad. When you just give your kids everything, they rely on you. And when you're gone, when you're dead, what? They're just gonna have to live on whatever money you left them. And after that, they don't even know how to make their own money. Or as they were growing up, you spoiled them too much to the point where they don't even care about making more money. They just want to live with whatever they have. I've seen people like that, and I don't want my kids to end up like that. Like, their parents probably worked so hard to get to where they're at just for their kid to ruin all of that and not do anything with their parents' hard work. That's why it kind of hit me, and I've been thinking about it recently, where you would much rather create principles to live by, like what you're doing now. You're gonna tell your kids the same thing, because for me at least, I want my kids to go through struggles. I want my kids to feel what pain feels like, to feel like what the need to succeed feels like, right? That doesn't mean when I have a kid, I'm gonna go put them in like the worst public school imaginable. No, there are other ways that you can teach your kids how to overcome struggles without having them live in the same environment that you grew up in. For example, like sports, having them push themselves in a sport or extracurriculum, right? Maybe they like doing math or science or another topic, or their own thing. What if they like to draw or play a certain instrument, right? You never know. But I want them to do something so where they can feel like they're working towards something, not just staying where they're at because, oh, mommy and daddy got me, I have mommy and daddy's money, I feel safe. Like, I don't want them to rely on me forever, right? I want them to grow as people too. And that all starts when they're young. Because if you really think about it, a lot of our habits that we have today as an adult come from what we did as a kid, how we solved our problems as a kid. Psychologists have proven that at least 80% of our habits, good and bad, come from how we handled our problems back when we were kids. Like, let's say mom and dad got into an argument, you would lock yourself in the room. That's basically you trying to hide away from your problems, right? And even though you probably don't realize it, you've been conditioned since you were a kid to, when problems arise in your life, to ignore them, to put them on, oh, I'll do that more later. We can't keep doing that. We're not kids anymore, right? We gotta overcome that. I don't want my kids to go through that either. And it hit me too, like, you need the right partner beside you to help you raise your kids. Because if both of you have different point of views and both of you are trying to teach your children different things, your child is not gonna know what to do. That's my thinking, right? I don't have a kid, I'm not a parent yet, but watching my little nieces grow up and how my sister raised them reminded me of how she raised me and how much well off her kids are. My older sister was like a second mother to me almost, because she would take care of me when my parents were off on their second job late at night. And the way she disciplined me, she made me help around and all these other stuff. I see that she's doing the same thing with her kids. They're well-mannered, they're respectful, they don't curse at you, they're just overall great kids. And that's when I realized that you need to discipline your kids and show them what struggle means. Show them how to earn money, how to earn respect, how to earn things in life in general. If we just give everything to our kids, they're not gonna grow. You're just basically taking away the ability for them to grow. Same thing with my little brother and my little sister. I'm trying to show them what it means to earn money. My little sister, she likes doing nails, and she sold a little nail set to one of her friends. That's something that she can learn to do. She's only like 12, about to be 13. By the time she's 18, she learned how to do nails, makeup, hair, things that girls need, and she can provide that. And now, boom, she has a source of income that she probably didn't even know that she could have, apart from what she already was gonna do. Same thing with my little brother. He's 14, about to be 14 this month. I told him, like, he works out. He looks good for his age, man. And I told him, you can resell your friends, like, protein shakes or make your own, bring them to school, and then sell them for, like, $5 each. Where are they gonna go else for protein shakes, right? You see that you're buff and they want to look like you, tell them, like, hey, look, I drink this protein shake. If you want it, I'm selling one for $5. Because where else are they gonna go for a protein shake in school? Exactly. That's what I'm trying to teach them. And they've been listening to me, and I'm glad. And by the time they're my age or older or younger, they'll probably be even farther than me. And that's the point. You want to teach the new generation all the struggles as early as you can, so they can overcome them earlier than you or on your level at an earlier age. At least for me, though, right? There are some people who don't want to teach what they learn to the new generation, which to each their own, right? But I feel like I'd be doing a disservice if I didn't help teach my little brothers, because I struggled as a kid solving problems in general, right? So why would I want my little brothers to struggle? No, I want them to grow farther than me. My brother and my sister are way farther than me than when I was 13. I was doing nothing but ignoring my problems and just being on my DS the whole time. I wasn't like my little brother, who's working out now, who has a consistent workout, who's watching what he's eating, overall healthy diet. I wasn't doing any of that. But he's doing all that on 13. He's learning how to make money at 13. All these things I was never really taught. I always wanted an older brother to teach me these things, but I never had one. But that shouldn't stop me from me being that older brother to teach my younger one all those things that I wish somebody taught me. My bad for the jump cut. The cop told me I had to move from the parking lot. How you not allowed to park at a parking lot? I don't know. Anyway, moral of the story, don't try and create generational wealth, because you can create it, but your children might bring it down for you in the future. What you should do, as you're creating generational wealth, develop principles for your kids, for your grandkids, for your great-grandkids to live by that got you to where you're at, and show that to your children. And when you're long gone, you'll be remembered by the principles that you made, that got you to the goals that you set for yourself. That's my thinking, at least, right? Because I don't want my kids to end up like spoiled brats. I want them to be people who are respectful, hardworking, dedicated, will always do the hard stuff no matter how they feel. But how are they going to learn that if I'm not that person? If I don't teach them that? That's my little rant for today. Thank y'all for watching. And I'll catch y'all soon. I got a couple more video ideas I got to do. But yeah, go take action. Remember, don't like, don't subscribe. Rather comment and let's talk about it. Or share this video with a friend and talk about it with him. That's how you retain the information better. That's another topic I want to talk about pretty soon. But yeah, y'all take care now, alright? Go take action. I'm watching.